We're going to talk about feeling good this morning here on the show. And, there's a word that comes to mind that some people don't even know what it means, and that's called dopamine. Doc, it's all you.
What?
Yep, go for it.
I spoke to this morning on my morning message about dopamine, especially since it's a gloomy day here in Southern California. Dopamine is a chemical in our brain that is responsible for a lot of things. It helps with our neurotransmitters, and it's important for our feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, motivation, cognitive function. And when somebody gets depressed, it's often a result of a dopamine problem. Too many of us look for artificial ways to stimulate dopamine. And those are things like too much caffeine, drugs, cocaine causes a rapid rise in dopamine, but unfortunately also a rapid drop. Pornography, for example, rapid rise in dopamine. But there are natural ways to feel good, especially when you're struggling with motivation or happiness or anxiety and so forth. 5 basic ways that I think are important. Number 1, sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, your dopamine levels are going to be beat up. So it's important to get good sleep. The second is exercise. We know vigorous aerobic exercise, some weight training that's done regularly, 30 minutes, ideally 5 days a week minimum, will stimulate proper and supportive levels of dopamine. Clean nutrition. That didn't happen to me last night, but most of the time it does. So eating clean, avoiding seed oils, toxic foods, too much alcohol can be very helpful, and sugar as well. And this is an interesting thing that most of us have access to, unless you live up in, the northern states, and that is sunshine, and in particular, morning sunshine. So if you expose yourself for about 10 minutes to morning sunshine without glasses on, you want that sun to get into the back of your eyes. I don't mean stare at the sun, but just be outdoors without any kind of glasses on. That sunshine stimulates increasing cortisol that we want to be high in the morning. It stimulates increases in dopamine. It resets your circadian rhythm, and it's free. So get outside for 10 minutes every morning. If it's cloudy and overcast like it is today here in Orange County, then spend about 20 minutes outdoors. You don't have to stand in the rain, but be where you get natural, not artificial light for about 20 minutes in the morning, and that's very helpful. And then finally, this is a little bit difficult, but if you incorporate it into your routine, it can be helpful. Cold water. So yeah, take that hot shower in the morning to wake up. We all love that. But when you're done cleaning yourself, turn the water on as cold as it'll go.
Wow.
Stand in there for at least a minute, work your way up for 2. 2 minutes of cold water in your morning shower will literally stimulate your cortisol and dopamine production. If you do that for a couple weeks, you will start to notice a difference, a boost in your mood, overall general sense of well-being will increase. It's a very healthy thing to incorporate into your daily habit. So those 5 things boost your dopamine naturally.